Hello, my friends. So nice to see everyone again. I'd like you to meet our friend Christian Caterpillar. He's going to be our little class mascot for the next couple of weeks. So, Christian, here are all our friends. And we're so excited to have our time together today. So let's get ready. Put your hands together for prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you so much for praying with me. Okay, let's put our right hand over our heart and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much for saying the pledge with me. We have such a jam-packed session this morning that I want to get started right away. So let's begin with our calendar. We are still in the month of April. That's right. Let's count all the days that we have spent in April. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. We are up to day 27. That's right, my friends. Today is April 27th. Look, not too many days left in the month of April. Let's count how many numbers I haven't colored in yet. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 more days left in the month of April. So today is April 27th. Yesterday was Sunday, April 26th. And if you look at my Sundays, I've made them all in yellow. And I don't have yellow anywhere else because yellow is to signify that these are important Sundays because these are all the Sundays that we have been celebrating in the Easter season. And when we get to the next month of May, there is still going to be some yellow Sundays because the Easter season lasts for 50 days. And I bet you can count up to 50 all by yourself. Okay, so yesterday was Sunday, April 26th. So today is the M day. Monday, good job. Today is Monday, April 27th, and the year is 2020. So if today is Monday, tomorrow, when we see each other, it will be the T day. That's right, Tuesday. Good. Let's take a look at my weather chart. Yesterday was an absolute, oh, not yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. Sunday was a rainy day. And today's rainy too. But Saturday was a beautiful day with lots of sunshine and the weather was warm. I hope you got outside and got some fresh air. Maybe you rode your bicycle, okay? Or you played outside. Maybe you did some chalk letters on the ground. Okay, so if we look at my chart, sunny is still in the lead for the month of April with how many days? That's right, number 11. But cloudy days have grown too. And if we follow that up and across, we've had 9 cloudy days. And now we need the rain. April showers bring May flowers. So we have had 7 days of rain. Okay, and that takes us to April 27th. Good job. Okay, our letter of the week is, ta-da, what letter is that? Z, good. The Z says Z. The Z says Z. Every letter makes a sound. The Z says Z. Zipper, zipper, Z, Z, Z. Zipper, zipper, Z. z, z. Zebra, zebra, z, z, z. Zebra, zebra, z, z, z. Zoo, zoo, z, z, z. Zoo, zoo, z, z, z. Good. Good job, my friends. Letter Z. Now, uppercase Z is made the same way as lowercase z. They look exactly the same, except lowercase is just about half the size of the uppercase Z. And we will talk about tomorrow about going over how to make the letter Z properly, okay? And I'm going to introduce a word of the week. Okay, this is a big word. Are you ready? Look at it. Wow, look at all of those letters. It's a big word. It's a scientific word, and it is metamorphosis. Can you say that? Try it again. Say it with me. Metamorphosis. Wow, what does that mean? Well, it has to do with Christian caterpillar and what happens to him on his journey, on his life cycle. Okay, so here's our caterpillar, and we know what's going to happen to Christian, like all other caterpillars. They go through a life cycle. Okay, and he's going to go through some really big changes. So when an animal or an insect, like our caterpillars, go through a very big change in their life cycle, we call it metamorphosis. And that's what we're going to see happening this week with our caterpillars. And our friend Christian is here to help us along with all the different things that we have to learn. Okay, so our letter of the week is Z, and our word of the week is metamorphosis. Good job. Okay, my friends. I hope by now you looked through some of those slides that I sent about all about butterflies. Okay, so we're talking about the life cycle of the butterfly. And we know that before the butterfly, we have the caterpillar. But even before we get to the caterpillar, we have something that comes even before we see the caterpillar. Okay, so let's jump into my story about a very hungry caterpillar. Hold on. Look at my giant book. Okay. Now, you may have watched the video of the story on one of the slides, and you may have seen the actual author, Eric Carle, reads it to you on one of the Google slides that I sent. And there's also a little film version of the story. But I wanted to share my big book with you today. So let's get ready for our story. Sit in a comfortable spot and let's wiggle our fingers. I wiggle my toes. I wiggle my shoulders. Wiggle my nose. No more wiggles are left in me. I can sit as still can be. Get ready. This is a giant book. It might be hard for me to hold on to everything. I have to move a little bit in my chair. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. And he is the author. What does an author do? That's right. He writes the words. Here we go. Wow, look at that. Lots of colors. Okay, take a good look at the picture. All right, here we go. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. That's the beginning. It starts with an egg. There he is. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. There he is. He started to look for some food. So here we go, my friends. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through two pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. Oh boy. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, how do you think his stomach felt? Not good. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that he felt much better. Do you think the caterpillar should be eating all of those different foods that I read? No, that's not what he's supposed to eat. So he felt better just eating the green leaf. You see the holes where he ate through? Okay, so now let's see what happens. Now, after all that eating, now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. So he built a small house called a cocoon. Now, Eric Carle calls it a cocoon in his book, but if we want to be scientists, we're going to use the word chrysalis. He stayed inside more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, which we're going to call chrysalis, pushed his way out, and what do you think? He was a beautiful butterfly. Wow, wasn't that a great story? We just learned about the life cycle of the butterfly, and we saw it in 4 steps, right? First, it started out as that tiny little egg on the green leaf. Then when that egg hatched open, we had a caterpillar. And the caterpillar wanted to eat and eat and eat and eat. And he ate through the fruit each day, and then he was still hungry. So on Saturday, he ate through all those foods, and he didn't feel too well. And then when he got to Sunday, he started to think that I better eat healthy. So he ate from the one big green leaf, and then he felt much better. And then after that, it was time to wrap himself up into his chrysalis. And it was inside there that his metamorphosis took place. He had a big change in his life cycle because he went from this crawling caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. That was a great story by Eric Carle, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. There's so many different ways we can enjoy it. We can enjoy it from books like this or watching videos or movies about the very hungry caterpillar. Okay, let's see if we can remember the story. Let me get my storyboard. And we're going to put the steps in order of what happened in the story. So what's the first thing that we saw in the story? It started out where we saw a little egg, right? And what hatched out of the egg? That's right, a tiny little caterpillar hatched out of that egg. So let me get my caterpillar. Good. Okay, so there's our tiny caterpillar who hatched out of the egg. And then what did he do? Can you remember? That's right. He ate and he ate and he ate. So on Monday, he ate through what? Do you remember? What fruit? Right. He ate through the apple. Then he ate through 2 pears. Then he had 3 plums, then 4 strawberries, and then 5 oranges. Good job. Excellent. So we're putting our story in sequence. We have our very tiny caterpillar, and he's eating Monday 1 apple, Tuesday 2 pears, Wednesday 3 plums, Thursday 4 strawberries, Friday 5 oranges. Then what happened? What comes after Friday? Saturday, the S day, one of our S days. He was still hungry, so what did he do? Oh boy, that's right. He ate through all of those other good foods. Here we go. He ate through pie and ice cream and salami and a pickle and watermelon. Okay, chocolate cake and a cherry pie. All right, he was a busy caterpillar eating all of that. And you know what? He didn't feel too good after that. So the next day was our other S day. Good, Sunday. And on Sunday, he said, I can't eat all that. It's not good anymore. So what did he eat? He ate through 1 green leaf. Good. As all caterpillars should do. That's the food that they should be eating. All right. And then he wasn't the tiny caterpillar anymore. Look at the size. Look how he grew in 1 week. Look how he grew. So what did he do? He knew it was time for his metamorphosis. Good job. So he wrapped himself up into his chrysalis. Okay? Wraps himself up into a chrysalis. We don't see him now. It's all wrapped up. And that's when his big change happens. And while he's in there, we know what happens. Something wonderful happens. He turns into a butterfly. Good job. He turns into a butterfly. And that's our story, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, by putting it in the order of events. Great job, my friends. That was terrific. Okay, let's take our story and let's do another activity with it. Okay, let me just take my cards off because I have another thing I need your help with. Okay. All right. You know what? I think I'm going to put it in my other book instead. Let's do it this way. Okay, here we go. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Let's see what he ate through. Okay, we have on Monday. What fruit is that? An apple. Good. Apple, 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 Can you tell me what letter makes that sound? What letter is that? I'll give you a hint. It's the first letter of the alphabet. Letter A. Good job. So I'm going to make a lowercase a right next to it because they gave us the other letters in the word apple. I need to add a lowercase a. So now we see our word apple. Then on Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears. Okay, pear, 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 pa, 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 pear, pear, pa, pa, pa. I know you know that letter sound. Good job, letter P. So I'm going to make a lowercase letter P next to the other letters of the word to make the word pear. Good. Then we know on Thursday, he ate some strawberries because there's a picture of the strawberry. And we're missing that beginning letter S in strawberry. What letter makes the S sound? Like in silver and sunny and soda. Letter S. Good job. So he ate strawberries. Good. I'm going to make the letter S there. Okay. Then on Saturday, he ate through some other food. He ate through that slice of watermelon. Wah, wah, wah. What letter? W. Good job. So now we have the word watermelon. Okay, I'm going to skip this one because that's what he ate last, which is what he should have eaten. But he also ate a slice of cake. What sound do you hear? Like in cookies and cat and camera. Letter C. Good job. All right. So after eating all of that food, he had a tummy ache. So he decided to eat something that was healthy. So he nibbled on a green leaf. What letter? Good job. Letter L. Make a letter L there. Terrific. So you just helped me put in those missing letters to make the word. So we have A is for apple, P is for pear, S is for strawberry, W is for watermelon, L is for leaf, and C is for cake. Good. Nice job, my friends. All right, so now our caterpillar, after eating all of that food, goes into his chrysalis. And through that big word metamorphosis, he comes out as a butterfly. Okay, so our activity now is to count the dots on the butterfly wings and to add them up and see how many are there all together on the butterfly. But we're going to divide it in half. We're going to count this side first, then this side, okay? And then I'm going to put the numbers there. So let's look at this side. Let's count these dots. 1, 2, 3. Good job. So I'm going to put a 3 there. Around the tree, around the tree. That's the way to make a 3. Good. Now how many dots are over here? 2. Good job. I'm going to make a 2 on the next line. Around and back on the railroad track. 2, 2. Good job. Okay, so now what you're seeing here are some symbols that you will see when you study math in kindergarten. So this little mark that looks like a cross, in math we call that a plus sign. And these two lines is called the equal sign. So what we want to do is to take the 3 dots on this side plus the 2 dots on this side, add them together or count them all up, and that will tell us how much 3 plus 2 equals. So let's count these dots together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Make a line, add a belly, put a hat on top. A number 5 is what you've got. And what we just did here, right here, boys and girls, is we made a number sentence. That's right, we made a sentence by using numbers and these symbols. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Good job. Let's go on to the next one, right up here. All right, you're going to count them. I'm not even going to point. Tell me how many are here. Right, 2. So I'm going to make it 2. Here's our symbol. That means plus. We want to know what the other side has. 2 again. Superstars. Good job. So now here's the start of our number sentence. 2 plus 2 equals. Well, how do we figure that out? Just count the dots. Good. You count them. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Down, across, and down once more. That's the way to make a 4. You are doing an awesome job, boys and girls. Let's do this butterfly. We're going to count this side first. So take a good look. I'm going to point, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put a number 4 on that line. And now you have to count the other side. I'll point, you count out loud. Good job. What did you get? Another 4. Excellent. Down, across, and down once more. That's the way to make a 4. So how do we know what that equals? We have to finish our number sentence. So all we have to do is count all of the dots all together. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job, my friends. 4 plus 4 equals 8. And to make an 8, we have to make an S, Don't be late. Go back up. Close the gate. And there's our number 8. You are doing a fabulous job. Let's go to the last butterfly. All right, we're going to start with this side. Count those dots. How many did you get? I hope you got 4 because that's what I got. Good job. Now the other side. Oh, that was easy. 2. So we have to do 4 plus 6 is our number sentence. Well, how do we figure that out? Just count all the dots all together, and that will be our answer. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Make a loop and a hoop, 6. I'm so proud of you, boys and girls. You just did math number sentences. Good job. I love it. Keep up the great work. Okay. All right. Right now, what I want to do is to go over your packet of work this week because there are some activities on the sheets that I need to go over with you so that you'll know what to do. Okay. So the first 3 pages you're going to get are your Z pages. Okay. We've done these many, many times. Okay. When you are working on this, please use a pencil. You need to practice holding a pencil. Okay. When you are working on this with the letter Z, remember, you start up at the top. It's a cross, slanted line down, and then across. Across, slanted line down, across. Please do not color these in. Use a crayon. Miss Carrie likes you to do 5 different colors. So you do red. Trace over red once. Then pick up your blue. Same thing. Then green. Then orange. And then purple. Okay, whatever colors you want, but I want you to trace over it 5 times so that you get the feel of how to make the letter Z. Don't color it in. Okay, now you're going to color in your Z pictures. Zucchini, zipper, zoo, zebra. Oh, this is zigzag. I'm sorry, zigzag. This is the zipper. And then 0. Okay, I'd like you to color in all of these pictures. You need practice doing your coloring. Okay, the zebra you could leave for the most part. Maybe just color in his hooves because he's already striped. Okay, maybe color his mane black. All right, but everything else you should be coloring in. And I'll give you a hint, zucchini is green. Okay, so you could make that whole thing green. But do your coloring. You need the practice with coloring. And then down here is an AB pattern or an ABC pattern. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. This one has spring words and it's missing some letters. So just like you helped me before, picking out the letters that went into the words from the Very Hungry Caterpillar story, you have to find out the letters with a grown-up or brother or sister to help you and put in the missing letters in these spring words. Okay? Here's another one where we're working on beginning sounds. We had one of these last week, so you know how to do that. You say the beginning sound of this, and then you pick out 2 of them that have the same beginning sound. Okay? All right, good job. Let's keep going. This one is a new one. This is called Rhyming House. All right, so you have to find the pictures down here that rhyme with snake or clock. Okay, and just so that there's no confusion, moms or dads, the answers or the pictures for what they are all down here, and then you can help your child with rhyme. Remember, when words rhyme, they have the same sound at the end, like snake, cake. You hear the same sound at the end? Clock, block. You hear the same sound at the end, so I gave you some hints on that. Okay. Here's a little review. We're in the garden. Okay, so you're going to cut these pictures out and someone's going to read these directions to you to figure out where these pictures belong in the garden. You have to pay close attention. Now, we talked about carrots last week and how they grow. So you're going to help put the carrot life cycle in order. Okay, these are your empty boxes. cut out your pictures down here. I kind of gave you a hint with the numbers, so use the numbers to help you. But remember, the carrot starts out as a tiny seed. All right, good. Now here's one to go over the plant life cycle. I thought you might want to do this one for fun and maybe wear it to class. All right, you can make a crown out of this. You have to put the steps in order up here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Write your name here, and then use these strips to make a crown that you can wear, similar to what we did for Earth Day. Okay. Let's continue to work on our patterns. You know how to do this page. This time I found caterpillars and butterflies and some flowers to make it fun. Now you get to do some math. You're going to do number sentences just like we did before. Okay, so you count what you see here, put the number here, count what you see here, put the number here, then add them all up and put the final answer there. Number sentences. Good job. All right, I told you we were going to count higher than 20. So we're going to go to 21, which is a 2 and a 1. Okay, so we have 21. So you trace over these, then you make some 21s over here. And then if you have one of those dot things, you can dot the 21s, you can color them in, you can cross out the 21s, whatever you want to do. But these are kind of tricky. You have to look closely. Don't get confused with my favorite number, 12. You don't want to color that in. It has to be the 2 first. 2, then the 1, 21. Okay, and after 21 comes 22. Good job. All right, you can do the same thing. Now let's get busy, and we're talking about our butterfly life cycle. I said it all starts out with eggs. Okay, so these are some leaves, and you see that the mommy butterfly came and she laid her eggs on those leaves. You have to count those eggs and then circle the correct number. Okay, now our caterpillars have hatched from the eggs. All right, and here's their bodies, and now you're going to do patterns. So on this caterpillar, I'd like to see an AB pattern, 2 colors. Okay. On this one, I want to see an ABC pattern, 3 different colors. And on this one, it's 2 different colors, but it's an AAB. All right, you remember how to do that. Only 2 colors on the bottom. Now I've changed things around. Now you see there's no parts to the caterpillar except their head, but I gave you a number. Now it's your turn to draw the circles. Okay, take a good look. Some of them are big numbers, so you might have to make your circles a little bit smaller than his head. Okay, take your time, count slowly. Okay, and this paper, can you hold off on this one for me? We're going to write the words. Okay, so this is what he ate on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're going to work in our Zoom sessions on writing the days of the week. So don't do this one yet. We're going to work on it all 3 days of this coming week. Okay, so no rush. Keep this off to the side. All right, I have here 2 butterfly life cycles, and they're drawn in 2 different ways, okay? On this first one, I'd like you to color it in, cut it out, and then on another piece of paper, or just, even if you don't want to glue it onto something, but you want to just use them as cards to put the life cycle in order, I'd like you to put them in order from 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. So you can color them in, cut them out, and you can play with them. You can glue them onto paper and put them in order if you want, but I'd like them not like this, in order, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it might be easier with a longer strip of paper, like a sentence strip. This is the same thing, only we're doing it a little bit differently. These are your words down here. So you have to cut out these 4 words and then put the correct word with the part of the life cycle. So we know this one would be the egg. This one is the caterpillar. This one is the chrysalis. And then last one is the butterfly. Good. One thing we're going to talk about this week is another big math word called symmetry. Symmetry means that things are equal on one side to the other side. So if you use this as the middle, the butterfly's body, and this is one wing and the other wing, we want the wings to match in color and design. So if you look, it's the same shapes all along. use the color code up here to tell you what colors to use. And then you will see butterfly wings that are symmetrical, meaning that they match. So I wouldn't see a red square here and a blue one here because they have to match. Use your color code to help you. That's symmetry. Here's another one to work on symmetry. Again, we're using shapes. So whatever colors you use here, you have to use the same ones here. So if you make this circle pink, this one has to be pink. If you make this shape purple, this one has to be purple. That's symmetry. Okay? Now you're going to do what we did before with the number sentences, only this time you don't have to write everything out. Just count the dots on the wings and put the number in the circle. Okay? This last one you're going to need a little help with because with the writing part, you're not going to do the writing, you're going to tell mom or dad. You are going to draw your favorite part of the story of the very hungry caterpillar. What was your favorite part? And then tell mom or dad what your favorite part was and then write it down. Now, of course, moms and dads, if your child would like to try writing a simple sentence, by all means, you can write it out for them and then they can copy it, or you could trace it in a magic marker, and then they could trace over it, okay? And then last but not least, Friday brings us into the month of May. And May 1st happens to be another feast day for St. Joseph, okay? Friday, May 1st, is the feast of St. Joseph the Worker. So here you see St. Joseph in his workshop. And here's Jesus. That's right, St. Joseph taught Jesus all about how to be a carpenter. So Jesus knew how to make stools like Mother Mary is sitting on, and he learned how to make tables. All right, so on Friday, May 1st, we honor St. Joseph again as the worker because he worked hard to keep his family happy and safe. Okay. Now, in a separate email, I'm going to be sending challenge pages. Okay. Take a look at this butterfly. Wow, to make this butterfly look symmetrical, you are going to need to work with someone else to kind of help you with doing all of that. This is a super challenge with this one, okay? Try to make these wings symmetrical. You have to take time, you have to plan it out, and you have to go slowly with it, okay? The next two pages are kind of like jigsaw puzzles, okay? So I thought you might want to do this. You have to do a lot of things with numbers because this is what we call a hundreds chart. And these are all of your directions up here with the different colors that you have to fill in. So you're using blue, red, purple, black, light green, and dark green. And if you follow the color codes, you're going to come up with something beautiful. And the same thing here on this one. This one you're using light blue, dark blue, red, brown, pink, yellow, purple, and green. I promise you, if you work on these, you will be so delighted with what you create. So it is kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. I know you guys like puzzles, so we're not actually taking pieces and putting together, but you're coloring the numbers with different colors, and that is going to give you a beautiful picture. Again, I suggest that you do this with a grown-up or an older brother or sister and take your time. It doesn't have to be finished in one day. You can span it out over 2 weeks, okay? As long as you commit to doing it, it's something that you will find a lot of happiness when you are finished with it. Okay. All right, my friends. The last thing I wanted to show you, I have two more things that I wanted to show you. Last week I said if you can get some seeds from the store, if you could get bean seeds, and I was going to show you what to do with it. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I could not find bean seeds when I went to the store. I didn't go to a ton of stores. I only went to one store. I couldn't find it. So I had other seeds at home that I wanted to show you. So hold on. Here they are. Okay, these are seeds that you would scatter in a big area to grow wildflowers. But I'm using this to show you what you can do with your seeds. Okay, all you're going to need is a Ziploc bag, a sandwich bag, and about 5 sheets of paper towel. Okay, so this is what I did. I took paper towel sheets and I folded it first to make sure it would fit in my Ziploc bag. Then I wet it and I let it get nice and wet. So if I squeeze on this, it feels nice and wet. okay, and water droplets. I don't know if you can see the water droplets coming out, okay, nice and wet. And then I sprinkled seeds. This side I did a lot, okay. This side I didn't do as many. Now, if you do the bean seeds, you could actually take those bean seeds out and count them and touch them like that. You can put, I wouldn't put a lot because they'll start to sprout. What I've done in the past is I put maybe 3 or 4 on here, okay, and then you could put 3 or 4 more on the other side because they should sprout. They may fall down. Okay, when I've done it in the past, I've done it in jars with the paper towel inside the jar, and then I push the bean seeds up against the jar and the paper towel. But what I want to do here with this experiment, because I don't know if everybody has a spot to put a jar by a window, what I'm going to do after I finish filming is move my curtain over and tape this up so that it's getting sunlight, and I want to see if my seeds will start to sprout. Will I start to see anything green? Okay, if you do it with your bean seeds, you should start to see it sprouting in a few days. Okay, I think it depends on how much sunlight it gets and how wet this is. Now, I have no guarantees that this will work. Okay, and the reason why I'm trying it is because scientists always try lots of different options. And sometimes the things don't work out and sometimes they do. And sometimes something they think might not work turns out to be a great thing that they've discovered. So I'm going to try this. And if you have the bean seeds, do the bean seeds that you have and just put some here and some here. And we'll see if the ones that are facing the sunlight grow faster. That's what we're going to look to see if you have the bean seeds. Okay? All right, my friends, that kind of wraps things up for today. Tomorrow is our first Zoom session of the week, so I would like you for show and tell to have something that starts with the letter Z. Z, Z, Z. I know there might not be too many things in your house, but use your brain, be creative. Maybe look through a magazine if you can't find something, or maybe look through a book, and then you could bring a picture of something to show us, okay? Until we meet again, boys and girls, let's remember that Jesus' love is big enough. Okay, so take that love and share it with everybody in your house. Okay, I love you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.